Everything I do is whoa.
Hey man, say man, we are back with another video. In today's video, we are about to do a trade breakdown. I took this trade live with my Discord. You know, we go live Monday through Thursday. And today's trade was a good one. It took a little minute. We didn't get it for I think about 9:50 is when we got it. So yeah, it was a good trade. It was my only trade of the day, and it was a W. We are back in the winning column. Which is, it feels good, right? Like losing don't really feel good, but it's a part of the game and you gotta just kind of go through it. And today we followed the system, did the same thing we do normally, and we end up getting a W. So let me break that down for you. Also, if you're not in the Discord yet, I don't know what you're doing, hop in the Discord. You know, we go live, like I said, Monday through Thursday, live streaming, right? In the Discord. I might not post on here every single time, but we still live. We still getting at it. So if you trying to figure out what's going on, tap into the Discord. All right, let's get to this trade breakdown. All right, y'all. So I'm actually doing this breakdown kind of late. It's like almost 5 p.m. my time, just because I have a lot to do right throughout the day. I still have a 9 to 5, so I'm doing this breakdown kind of late, but we still got to push out the content. So bear with me, right? But I'm seeing what price did, and we literally got in at the very bottom. So selling, I'm looking back at this was very, I thought we were coming lower, right? But this is very risky considering what price did. Now, I thought we were coming lower for a couple of reasons, but let me show you. Let me just go back. My initial thought for this, for gold, is that we are bullish, right? So I initially thought going into it that we wanted to buy from the area that we were in, but price did not buy up. It looked like it wanted to take some more sell side liquidity, so that's why I ended up getting into sales. But initially I was only looking for buys. The main reason is because around the area that we were in, we had tapped into a 1 hour fair value gap, right? So we were sitting right here, tapped into this 1 hour fair value gap on, I think, right at that 8 o'clock, and then that 9 o'clock candle. We was not ready to push up yet. We wanted to push down. We wanted to take some more liquidity, which is fine. But I originally, like I said, thought we were just going to push up from there. So we were in this 1 hour fair value gap, and it also happened to be oh shoot, that's not what I'm looking for. We also happen to be sitting at a discount, right? So I'm gonna go from here just because that's the last down candle before we broke a high, and then we see as we pushed down, we were sitting at that discount. So like I said, I was originally looking for buys, but ended up getting into quick scalp. Now this was on the 1 minute where I got into, and normally I don't trade the 1 minute, or I don't say I don't trade the 1 minute. I just don't focus on the 1 minute that much. Only time I really go to the 1 minute is if the 5 minutes not really showing me what I need, and I usually get some sort of structural shifts or market structure shifts or anything of that sort. On the 1 minute, then I'll take it for some scalps, right? And that's kind of what happened today. So let's go down to the 5 minute, kind of show you what I'm looking at now. Obviously, you're looking at this and you're like, okay, we're selling into the 200 EMA. Now, the only reason I was originally going to buy, right? There's two things, you know, before all of this happened. We're seeing this push up, right? This is respecting. We're seeing it push up. We also see that there's a 5 minute supply sitting there, and depending on how price is moving, it will let me know if I should be buying or not, right? The only reason, and you guys will, if you were in my Discord, you would know the only reason why I did not buy into this area right here is simply for this one particular candle that happened at 9:30. All right, I told myself if I was going to buy, or if I, depending on what the market looked like on the 1 minute, I was going, you know, if it held, I was going to buy. If it did not hold, I was going to sell, right? Now, we got into this area of interest right here, which you guys see that I have marked off, which is just after this market structure shift, we left an imbalance. And I said, okay, price may want to go there. I was going to hop into this trade, right? But it happened way too fast. I was going to hop into this trade and I would have hit my 2 to 1. And that would have been it, that buy up on the 1 minute. But as soon as I tried to go, I think Let me pull that down. So that's 2-1 right there. As soon as I tried to go and put in all of my information on, I think I was using Tradeovate today and also my prop firm, so MT5. It was already up here, right? There was no way I could get in. It just left me, right? So I was a little upset at that. And at that point I just had to wait, and good thing I did wait because it did not go any further up. It actually rejected and decided to move down. Now we are hitting a 5-minute supply, so that makes sense as why we're rejecting. And it looks like we wanted to take more sell side liquidity, right? One thing I want to start like making sure we notice is when we're making market structure shifts, are we taking liquidity first before we making the market structure shift, right? One thing that I want to say is the reason why, because normally we would see a market structure shift like this on a lower time frame, 1 minute or 5 minutes, depending on how you get into your trades, and we would want for price to come down, tap into that fair value gap, and then enter for more buys, right? But if you look at this particular market structure shift, which to me, I don't really think you can call it a market structure shift. I did at the time, but I'm realizing now that it's really not a market structure shift, right? It's really just a change of character, which similar, but not so much, right? A market structure shift, to me, a valid one, let's just say that, a valid in my particular strategy or the way I trade and how I enter is if price takes out liquidity and then immediately shifts structure in the market. That's not what we got right here, right? So this is also, the reason I'm breaking this down is because it's also why I end up taking the sells and not just being confident in the buys. Because let me back up. Originally, remember I said I wanted to take a buy, but I wasn't confident enough. Price wasn't moving the way I wanted to, so I ended up taking the sells. This is another reason why I was just a little bit more confident in the sells. Didn't know how far I was going to go. Obviously, I just wanted the price to take a low, and then I was going to get out. I was not holding. We're on a 1 minute, so that's all I really needed was this small move here. But I digress. Back to what I was saying, because what the fuck, I'd be going on a damn tangent. For me, for price to, that's not what I want. Go on, Jasmine. For price to be called a market structure shift, I want price to do two things, right? I want price to come down, make a lower high, come back down, right? And take some liquidity. It did, right? It took liquidity here. But we did not create a market structure shift after taking liquidity. We came back down, right? So you see how we shifted structure here over this high. If we would have shifted structure after taking this sell side, then I would call that a market structure shift, which means we're probably coming for more liquidity, the high. So we're probably, in that case, I would think we're coming for this high, right? If we take this low here, right? If we take any of these lows here, and then immediately
the markets are open.
Sheesh, it scared the shit out of me. And then immediately break above, right? Break above this high, come down into whatever market structure that is. I would be okay with taking buys to break this high. Let me say that again. If we take out this low, right? Come up, break structure, retrace back into that market structure shift or a fair value gap or whatever it left, because 9 times out of 10 it's going to either leave an imbalance or a fair value gap, and then come and take a high. That would be valid for me. But that's not what we got. All right. Now let's move on to why I decided to take this sell. Now, in this particular area, we are low, so price could have did pretty much whatever it wanted, right? Price could have did whatever it wanted, but I decided to take the sell only because I'm figuring, okay, price wants to take some liquidity. We keep rejecting this area. We might want to go lower. Granted, we are going into the 200 EMA, so it's very risky. Probably another reason why it was choppy on the 1 minute, as you can see. Right? It was very choppy. We're going against, on the 1 minute, we're going away from it, but on the 5 minute, we're going towards the 200 EMA. So very choppy, a little risky, but nonetheless, price action was showing we wanted to sell lower. So that's what I did. I literally waited until, because I had missed my original buy, which was this one candle, literally happened in a minute. I could have made a couple thousands within a minute. Because I missed that, and then I saw price reject and close bearish. All I was looking for was like, okay, if we just rejected this particular candle right here because we hit so it makes sense of why we rejected, because we hit a volume imbalance. But if we break this candle, y'all know me, I love me a good break of the candle. I love me a good break of the candle. So if we break this candle right here, I will get in for the sell and I'll take my chances. Right now, you see where my I think it was right here. No, I got it right here for a reason. You see where my stops is, but that's just because as price was doing all this choppiness, I brought my stops below. As price was doing more choppiness, came up, brought my stops above that. But my original entry was right here where it's at. My original stop loss above this particular candle here. And then I was going just for these lows, right? I wasn't looking for, I actually was going for this particular low here. But again, as price was moving, I moved my TP and my stop loss just because of my risk at that point. Price did a bunch of jerkiness going up and going down, leaving volume imbalances. So I understand why prices kept going up to fill those imbalances. But again, as price went down, moved my stops to this high. Price went down, came back up. I'm like, and then broke this candle. So I'm like, all right, move my stops to this high. And because of that, as I was reducing my risk, I was like, I'm just gonna go, especially with all this choppiness, I'm just gonna go for this particular candle low here, and that's exactly what we got. Ended the day with about $1,600, about $1,650, I think. So that was good. That's actually on my prop firm account that I used with Forex, and then on my futures prop firm account, I got about 1%, which is about $500 on my 50K account. So not a bad start at all when it came to that, considering I opened that account, my funded futures account yesterday. And I only got that just because they got the, no activation. And sometimes you get tired of waiting to pass something. You kind of want to be in that funded stage. So I just got that. So I didn't have to pay the activation fees and I could just move on to that stage. The funded people that I got, let me actually bring myself up because I want to talk to you guys about that. I hope that makes sense as to why I took this. Definitely a little risky because we are low, but it is what it is. Manage risk, follow follow price action, and take what you can get. Right? That's kind of like what happened today. Let's bring myself up again, but yeah. Speaking of prop firms, right? I am currently working with a prop firm, or reviewing, I would say, a prop firm that kind of reached out to me, want me to test it out, give my honest review, and then help promote it because it is a new prop firm. So that's currently what I'm doing. I'm not going to say it on YouTube just yet. So far, they are pretty good. I'm looking at, we are talking about Forex right now, right? So there's things you have to look at. You got to look at the spreads. You got to look at the commissions. Then you got to look at if there's any manipulations throughout the day with using them, right? What kind of foolery are we looking at, right? Because with Forex, it's just iffy on that side. That's why I moved to futures anyway. So yeah, I'm working with them. I've been posting them a little bit on my Instagram account. Again, like I said, so far they have been living up to the hype. Smooth since I've been using them, no problems. I've been conversing with the owner. he's been helping me out, especially with any issues that I've had with their dashboard. He's been on top of it. So if it continues like that, I will definitely promote them as much as possible, as long as they continue to have these 5-star type of expectations and holding themselves to it, and continuously helping as far as being user friendly, being good as far as the broker goes. The qualifications, it's not that hard. Like, you can trade news, you only have to get 7%. If you do a 2-step, you only have to get 7% and then 4%. Get your refund back. All of those things is beautiful, right? I think they have bi-weekly. I'm not sure. I have to look on that. Bi-weekly payouts or weekly payouts. One of them. I think it's weekly payouts, I think, actually. So far, so good. Now let's just see if everything, right? Like, we gotta keep using them. I gotta get to the funded stage. I gotta get to the payout stage, and then I'll be able to kind of let you guys know how I feel about them. All right, but that's that. What other news we got? We just running back into the YouTube groove. Like, I've been kind of, I've been having my losing streak and been kind of out of it. It's very busy with my actual 9-to-5, so a lot of the stuff has been happening, but we're gonna keep it pushing. Make sure you, like I said in the beginning, link in the description for my Discord. We got one-on-ones happening if you want that. We got the strategy if you want that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want, I got it. Just come on over. Also, if you in the Discord, we also are going to be, I've been talking with you guys, we're also going to be doing a meetup this spring, maybe summertime, in Dallas, for you guys to come out. Gonna be on me type shit. You just got to get your flights here, and you got to, have a little money in your pocket just for, any extra shit that you want. But look forward to that. And I think that's it. I don't really have nothing else. All I got to say is tap in, continue tapping in. Y'all been helping me push my channel. Y'all been helping me push my Instagram. My Instagram been blowing up. I told y'all we going at it with the fits. So if you're not locked in on the fits on Instagram, make sure you tap in, man. I'm really putting that shit on. All right, I'm really getting better with my pictures and everything too. So tap in with that. I think that's it. I'll talk to you guys, or see you guys tomorrow. Another video dropping tomorrow. All right. Peace.
Everything I'm on slack. Everything I do is